Wake up, everybody. It's your girl, Sophie Self, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to, of course, discuss some transfer news. Yes, we've been doing a lot of transfer news type of streams content lately. Apologies, but to be fair, it's been a lot of big news. Not just Man United news, because we will be talking about some other teams. What I like to do when it comes to these transfer shows is talk about the other teams first, and then throughout the show, we'll move on to Man United and deep dive more so into like my honest opinion on everything transfer related when it comes to Man United. But yeah, before we fully dive in to talk about the transfer news, make sure that you, of course, give this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see. We are still in the road to 3K subscribers. All right, 3K subscribers. So let's make it happen. Of course, feel free as well to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And let's get into it. Pick up Dark. Hope you're doing well. And do, while we go through the transfer news, feel free, of course, to comment your thoughts about it. And give this video a big thumbs up. Yep, let's start. So, first, Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid. That is now done. Pick up Wolves. Hope you're doing well. Reported by Fabrizio Romano with the famous catchphrase, "Here we go." After late night exclusive news on his green light to Atleti, there's okay for his move from clubs. 5-year contract for Gallagher, 42 million, I believe, euros as fee to Chelsea for the English midfielder. Medical booked Wednesday, so tomorrow. So he's now going to become an Atletico Madrid player. That is magic. Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid. When I even was hearing about the news, months ago that they were interested, to me, I was like, because I don't really rate Gallagher like that, but I will definitely La Liga. We will be watching because I want to see how Broski do. What under Diego Simeone? Maybe Mike Cook. You never know. You never know. That will be very interesting. Do let me know your thoughts about Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid because, you know, Chelsea's very own. I think he kind of, in a lot of ways, might divide the fan base. There's a lot of people that love him, but there's also a lot of other people that's like, yo, get rid of the guy. We can't do with this anymore. Let's move on. So it's kind of 50-50 to be fair. Big up, Roger. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. Big up, big up. So yeah, it's very 50-50. But yeah, Conor Gallagher, as things seems to be right now, going to Atletico Madrid. Another player that also is going to Atletico Madrid is Julian Alvarez for a lot of money. The fact that, the thing is, though, Atletico Madrid, they don't shy away from spending a lot of money. They don't really, very different from the way Real Madrid be moving often, and especially with Barcelona, who's kind of like struggling a little bit for the past few years financially. They still did, also buy a player themselves, who we will, of course, talk about a little bit later. Roger says, Chelsea okay, sentiment okay, club okay. I hear it. Or you mean Conor Gallagher okay? I hear it. Hey, potato, potato. So yeah, Julian Alvarez, reported by Fabrizio Romano to Atletico Madrid. Another, here we go, because all this is linked, and there's also a player that now will be most likely going to Chelsea that's linked with all of this. So basically, 3 separate deals that's linked with each other, literally. So yeah, back to the Julian Alvarez thing. Deal in place for 75 million, I believe, euros. Fixed fee plus 20 million add-ons. Lord have mercy. Julian has accepted the proposal for 5-year deal after talks with agent Hidalgo today. Man City signed Julian for 14 million pounds, and he's now record sale for 95 million package. You know how insane that is with the profit like that. That to me is mind-boggling. Why did we not listen to Ralph Ragnick about 4 years ago when we were linked with him already then? Why? We could have gotten him for around that much. Like City. And I know there's definitely some people kind of looking a little bit at this sale from for Man City with a little bit of a side eye. Like, okay, here's something fishy. I don't know. I don't I think there's hey, allegedly there's definitely a lot of and I keep saying allegedly for legal reasons where we know that most likely there's been a lot of fishy business, but hey, the trial hasn't begun. The whole thing, I believe that's going to be starting in September, so next month. Big up, by the way, the back of the nest. Hope you're doing well. Speak of Sofia, just here to see how the other teams' fans are faring. My league winners are chilling. Okay, wait, my league winners. So you're saying you gonna win now, the season? Interesting. Y'all must big up though. Do subscribe to Back of the Nest podcast. Make sure you show him some love. What does that? Didn't Ralph say to the board to sign Alvarez for something like 10, 30 million pounds? That's a bargain deal. Yes, he did. He did. Yes. We were even linked with like I think also Caicedo around the same time as well. Yeah. He's been Ragnick. Bless his heart, man. He's doing well with Austria, so hey, he ain't missing out, but respectfully. So yeah, I mean, we could have signed Alvarez for around this, probably even a little bit less than what Man City signed him for, but still, that profit that Man City have now or will be getting for a Alvarez is insane. But this ties in together with the fact that Chelsea, because right now the last piece of the domino effect will be Samu Omorodion. I'm horrible with names, by the way, so apologies to Chelsea. Okay. Um, was supposed to be a forward striker. I mean, I don't know. I never heard about this guy until like I think a week ago or something, or maybe just sometimes you be hearing names, but you don't really know who the person is, but you be hearing a name. I don't know, brother. Literally, this is me with when it comes to more Omoridion.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Literally, it's a Kiki Palmer meme. I would know a thing, respectfully. You will definitely win it, but yeah, people run up the likes. Pew 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 pew. Run up the likes indeed. Big up, big up. But yeah, we'll see. Y'all might, but you never know. So Samuel Omoridian to Chelsea. Like I said, the last piece of this domino effect with Alvarez and Conor Gallagher going to Atletico Madrid. Final fee paid by Chelsea will be 34.5 million. Small details of players' term negotiated right now, but party sure that we'll get it done. And like I got my phone ready. Ooh, speaking of, let me see. There's some Twitter. Let's see here. I think we've gotten some news. Actually, it's just kind of more so on basically just more on the Julian Alvarez deal. Agreed, personal terms. Yeah, that's done. That's done. We already know. We already know. But phone is ready in case there's anything else, other players, going or anything like that. But yeah, Gallagher to Athletic and Julian Alvarez to Athletic also already done as revealed. Yep. So a lot of stuff that we've been hearing some here we goes today. Another here we go that we also did hear several hours ago is a Danny Olmo, because when I was, planning the stream, I was supposed to be talking about Danny Olmo to a Man City because it looked like Man City was going to go in for him. I believe they probably did. The thing is, though, he just decided to pick Barcelona. For me, like I've been kind of confident that most likely he will probably be going to Barcelona. He's from the academy. Obviously done well with Leipzig, and of course in the the Euros this season. So yeah, there is a little slight concern maybe with injury history potentially. Is it maybe a player that they really need? I don't know. The thing is though, I'm just glad that Man City is not getting him. Sorry, not sorry. I don't want to see that. Because I just think the player is decent. And I also don't want to see a player like that be run to the ground under Pep Guardiola. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, so obviously, verbal agreement in place after key mission in Leipzig for Barca director Deco. 55 million guaranteed package plus 7 million in add-ons. Main part difficult to reach. Olmo agreed on 6-year deal valid until June 2030. Oh my god, the fact that June 2030 is going to be in about 6 years. That's mad. I'm going to be 35 in 6 years. Lord. And he wanted Barca move. So, and I also believe, I think right now they are both him, his father, and his agent, I think. Might be his uncle. Basically, him and some more people. He's a part of his entourage. Is right now, um, right now in Barcelona to finalize. Sorry, apologies. This deal. So it is happening. It is happening. Another thing we of course need to mention: Dominic Solanke, Tottenham. They've stepped up in the interest that they have. They're ready to push to sign Dominic Solanke, who could cost about 65 million. Other suitors deterred by price, reported by Simon Jones. So right now, it looks to be that it's Spurs that's kind of like in the fourth front to get Dominic Solanke. And I believe that they've also obviously been linked with Richardson going to Saudi. So hey, they need somebody that can really, you know, score some goals. And yes, okay, Solanke's come from a one really good season, been in the championship and all of that. But I think there's a player there. Good age, should be at his prime age-wise. And I think if he goes to Spurs, I'm gonna say it's a good signing. A lot of money though. But Bournemouth don't have to sell, So I hear it. And Spurs do need somebody. So that's kind of that. But the big thing that I wanted to talk about is more so in regards to Man United. Because there's some major stuff happening, especially yesterday. Ornstein Bumba. But before we address that, make sure, of course, that you like this video, because seriously, the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see. Keep subscribing. I believe we're now about 8 subscribers away from 2,900 subscribers, and then we will be having 100 subscribers away from 3K subscribers. I know I keep saying that, I know, but hey, your girl trying to grow. Your girl trying to get there. But yeah, either way, let's move on. Man United news. Manuel Ugarte to Man United exclusively from David Ornstein yesterday. Man United switched midfielder search away from Manuel Ugarte and onto other options. Man United don't intend to meet 60 million fee, plus will only revisit if PSG, and this is an if, they drop the price. No progress yet. Talks cooled and exploring other top targets for right deal. And we already know personal terms was not an issue with Ugarte. So he still, he wants to come to Man United. The problem is that we don't want to pay that price that PSG are asking for. I believe it was yesterday, where they finalized the deal for João Neves from Benfica, and I believe Renato Sanchez went the other way. So, and they're like, okay, we spent a lot of money on that guy. We kind of want the money that we paid for Manuel Ugarte last season. We want that money back. The problem is that Man United don't want to pay that money. I do like that my club is like, you know what? We're not going to be hold for ransom. We're not going to pay more than what we're asked or what we think a player really is worth, if that makes sense. We're not going to feel pressure to pay more than what we really need to do, because we've been doing that for years now, especially under former director Ed Woodward with the madness, and then also John Murtaugh, Richard Arnold, last season before that with Ant. We've done some mad stuff, right? But this season with new, uh, people in charge, we want to do something different. I see it, I hear it. Only problem for me is that I just wish that we could have maybe made up our minds even a week, 2 weeks ago, preferably. But even a week ago, I would have said, we're literally 10 days away, less than 10 days away from the Premier League season starting. Okay? Community Shield will be played this Saturday, Manchester Derby, and then after that, we got about 6 days until we're going to be opening the Premier League season 24-25 against a Fulham at Old Trafford. So we need some players, and it is concerning. So right now, Manuel Ugarte deal, that's off. And it looks to be we are looking for other targets. Okay. Such as Yusuf Fofana, still been, I talked about that a few weeks ago. He's, I believe, personal terms with Milan, check. So he kind of would prefer a move to Milan. But you know who else that also preferred the move to Milan, but still ended up at Man United? Joshua Xerxes. Because that looked like, yeah, nah, we wouldn't get him. Nope, change his mind. Anyhow, we make Yusuf Fofana change his mind. I'm going to be like, yo, yo, yo. That to me would be insane. But that could be happening. So, what about get Italian football news? Manchester United are now looking to beat Milan in the move for Yusuf Fofana. Okay, the Monaco midfielder. And that can maybe happen, you never know. And then from, I believe, Luca Bianchini reported Manchester United is the first real threat to Milan for Yusuf Fofana. Fofana has shown openness to United. There is no offer yet, but he still prefers Milan. Monaco remains firm on their stance. A deal can be reached, but a compromise is needed. These are very important days. So, and then Fabrizio Romano reported not really that long ago that Yusuf Fofana, obviously, he's agreed personal terms with Milan. The players have accepted the proposal. He wants to join Milan. Negotiations ongoing with Monaco. Monaco already, though, rejected 30 million proposal from Nottingham Forest as talks with Milan will follow. So you never know. We could potentially hijack that move. You never know. You never know. So that is something that we need to be, basically open for. Also, there are other midfield targets, of course. We've still been linked with the Subamendi, Richard Rios as well. I believe also Ederson from Atalanta. The one for me, though, that really baffled me that I've been hearing more and more, especially today, Sander Berge, the Norwegian Burnley player who's played for Sheffield United as well. I've been following him for years, club level, especially when it comes to like the Norway's national team. I do think he's a decent player, but I've never been like, oh, I want to get him at Man United. I remember when Liverpool was linked with him. I think it might have been last year, and I was like, I don't know. And now that we're linked with him, once again, he's a decent player. He's just not a proper fit for Man United, in my humble opinion. Because Andrew says, all right, all, not to bother about Badicet. We need cover at 6, and he gives us it. He's a pretty solid, if unspectacular player. Okay. Yeah, there's some people. I think it might be. I've probably seen athletes on the socials. Some people that might be more so in favor, that'll be okay with the Berge. We still do need to get another midfielder in, but having Berge being one of them wouldn't be a big deal. For others, such as me, I'm like, he's not a needle mover by any means. Some the Berge doesn't move me respectfully. He doesn't. But the thing is, though, if he ends up becoming a Man United player, hey, we're going to support them. And if he ends up proving me wrong, even better. I would love nothing but to be proven wrong. I have no problem with being proven wrong. I couldn't care less. I don't care with being right. I really couldn't care less, respectfully. But we do need a six. We got 0-6 at the club at the moment, besides Casemiro, who isn't going to be fit all season. I hear what you're saying. Not even, I mean, let alone being fit, it's also about him. Are we able to rely on him with not messing up, not kind of having those bozo moments throughout the season? I don't know. So that's something that we also, of course, do need to take into account for sure. But I'm not going to sit there and say that it's going to be the end of the world if something bad comes. But the thing is, though, we do need to get other midfielders in as well. We have to get at least two. We have to get a six. And I think we also do need to get an eight. So, yeah. Suspensions and bad performances, agreed, exactly. Pick up Bart says, to be honest, as he's the only inventory squad that didn't get injured. I mean, Bennett was already, I believe he might have been, was he injured last season? Pretty sure there was something last season, I believe. Either way, some more news. So this one by David Ornstein. Denzel Dumfries to Man United again. Denzel Dumfries does not intend to discuss new Inter deal until market closes. 28-year-old favors exit, keen on Man United, but only possible if Wan-Bissaka rejects West Ham. Man United Inter swap. But right now, at present, United prefer West Ham plus Masraoui. And obviously, we've already, agreed personal terms with Masraoui. Ten Hag really wants Masraoui in as well and want to make that happen before the Community Shield. So I feel like the thing is, though, I'm one of the maybe very, very few that actually do like Denzel Dumfries, that don't really have like a big issue with him. But the only way he'll become a Man United player is if Wan-Bissaka rejects West Ham, and we'll do a swap deal with between those two. Because that is possible, but it looks to be that Man United would prefer us to just be like, sorry, 1B, you go to West Ham, and we'll bring Masraoui in. But yeah, interested if Aaron Wan-Bissaka goes, I like Dumfries as a possibility. Thank you. I think he could also play as the right centre back in a pinch. That's not a bad shout. He's more of a, because that could be a kid. That could be something. He's definitely more so of like a wing back than really a right back, especially in like a three at the back system. But you never know. I do think that he's going forward. His attributes are really good, in my opinion. But maybe defensively, something that needs to be fine tuned a little bit. But I'm not gonna be like, I just am not one of those that think he's like a bolt, that he's trash. I'm not there. Pickup saying says Bayern accepted 60 million euro for Masraoui from West Ham, and they will now want 25 to 30 million euros. That's the United debt. Literally, I'm pretty sure also that Milan, no, what was it? Monaco, when Milan went in, they were like, I'm pretty sure Fofana was like about 16, 18 millions. And instantly, when Man United was interested, they were like, you know what? Now there's more club interested. We might just put it up to 30, 35. I'm like, damn. We're really messed up with the whole United tax. He really put a proper judge on us. I that still pisses me off till this day that he put that proper judge on us. I don't like that at all. That is not cool. That is not cool. By the way, it's so hot today. Whew. It's gonna be raining tomorrow, so that's gonna be a kind of nice with some cooler weather because it's been a bit too hot. So sorry if I'm looking like a greasy mess, but whew. Next, so some outgoings. Anthony to Al Nasser. Da, da, da. Al Nasser have registered their interest in signing Anthony. The Saudi club has switched their attention to Anthony after failing to agree a deal for Barcelona's Rafinha. Reported by Sports Pete O. Thing is, though, look to be that it's been later debunked by Ben Jacobs that this might not really be true, fully true. So take that news with a pinch of salt. I was like, I instantly tweeted, said, please, Habibi, let this be true. I will drive. I don't even have a license. I'll pick an Uber. I'll call, I'll pay for it. Heck. And I'll get him to the airport. We'll take the plane together. We go all the way to Saudi Arabia and say, Assalamu alaikum. And then we'll leave him there. Bye bye. Okay? Bye bye. That's all. Goodbye, Habibi. That literally is all because I still really want Anthony to go. I do. I need Broski to leave. So if he can leave, then that would be great. Whether he'll leave is a story for another day. But he wants to still stay at Man United. McGuire wants to stay at Man United. Leave! Stop! Guys, when will y'all read between the lines? Respectfully, leave. Please. Either way, another one that also got to go. Victor Lindelöf. Thing is, though, Victor Lindelöf's current Man United salary is an obstacle for suitors in Italy, but also in Turkey, reported by the Telegraph Docker. So we are looking to move on Victor Lindelöf as well, but of course, salary ain't making it easy. That's the thing. That's something that we just have to, we are still being haunted by the bad decisions, mistakes from former board because we decided to give these big lucrative contracts to players, and now that we want to sell them before the contract runs out, we are now struggling to do because they're on so much money. They could be like, yo, I don't have to go. Like, I'll go, but you gotta give me what I work. Like right now, I'm earning this. Can you give me something either similar or can you give me more money? What can you give me? If not, please make sure that you give me proper silverware. If not, like, nah, I ain't leaving. I'm on the contract. I don't have to leave, And rightfully so. They don't have to. Like, real talk, they don't have to go. But, yeah, they really don't have to go. I would want them to go. But whether they will go is a story, once again, for another day. So that's that. By the way, not transfer news, but I think it's Man United related, so I do think it's okay to mention. So Lenny Yoro, obviously, underwent successful surgery on his foot. He wrote on his Twitter, "This is not the start I wanted, but that's football. Operation went well. Thank you for your many messages of support. Now time for patience and rehabilitation. Work. See you soon, stronger." So yeah, we already, as I mentioned, a few days ago in another stream, he will be out for at least 3 months due to this injury, which is of course very unfortunate. That's why we have to make sure we can get a delict in as soon as possible because this right now is not looking cute. By the way, we've got 12 likes. Let's try to get the likes even higher. But yeah. I think that's that for the news today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll have more so talk about some more transfers, especially more in depth with Man United. We might have a special guest coming in tomorrow to discuss some players coming to Man United. A certain someone that knows these players very well. But yeah, that might happen potentially. Either way, make sure that you, of course, are subscribed to the channel. Still on the road to 3K subscribers. Like this video before you leave on your way out. Join the SFT membership. It's just another way to support the channel. You get customized badge next to your name, customized emojis next to your name. I mean, that you can use. And some perks when it comes to the call-in shows. And we need to do a call-in show again because the last one was very good. But yeah, and we will start to do some exclusive content very soon. I know I keep saying it, but we shall and we will. Yeah, pick up everybody that's been here. And I'll be back already tomorrow, same time. Peace out, y'all. And we're out. Bye bye.